Striking Chronicles, Part 5. February 28th is when I did my first sparring, and ever since then, every time I practice, I've always made sure to spar to get my reps in. Before I continue, I just want to say thank you to all the support that everyone's given me during my first sparring class. I did not know the martial arts community was this chill. I really appreciate the feedback and comments everyone gave me, so thank you for that. What I've learned about myself. A lot. A little bit too much to go over in one video, so in another one, we'll explain. Right now, we're going to go on the fundamentals of what I learned during my first sparring, and then the other one, we're going to go into the next video, we're going to the tactical aspects of all that. Sound good? Cool, we're doing it. So I broke it down into 3 main things that I need to learn to get better at with myself in order to fully optimize my striking abilities. There's 2 main things that I need to work on. One is my chin. I need to keep my chin down at all time. For those who aren't familiar with, like, I guess fighting or human anatomy, I'm not sure what you call it, your jaw is a knockout point. If you get clipped in the jaw, you're more than likely going down, because I don't know why, it's like a sensitive area, and like, you know, getting hit clean there is not good. You'll get knocked out easily. My coach told me to think of it as me mugging somebody. What's going to happen is whenever I'm in the fighting position and I'm sparring, I'm going to think of the movie Highest to Lowest with Denzel Washington, looking like that to keep my chin down. That, or every time I don't keep my chin down and or have my hands up, I'm gonna have somebody hit me with a serrated bat or a metal pipe to get me into the habit of keeping my hands up. So if there's any volunteers who would like to have that, I'm more than open to it. So that's one of the main things I noticed. The second thing is that, I don't know if you've noticed, probably haven't, but whenever I am in my stance and I'm moving around, I'm hunched over a little bit. That's naturally how I was like taught, like just like for a street fight, how to punch or how to be. But my coach told me that it's not necessarily wrong, but you can tire yourself out by doing that. He recommended I just relax and be straight up whenever I am in the position. Now, that's all cool in the gang. I don't have a problem with doing that. But this leads me into my third problem, and it's my second thing I need to work on, and that's keeping my hands in, like keeping it in so nobody goes to my liver, which is another good knockout point, which you'll probably go down in. So here's where I have a problem with a little bit. So as you can see right here, this is me just standing up. This is what I'm doing that is somewhat incorrect. I need to fix myself and move myself upwards. So this is that. Now, my hands or my elbows, I gotta tuck them in to guard my stomach. But the thing is, where I run into, I go back into flexing my shoulders, which is the exact problem. So what I'm trying to say is that by me putting in my elbows in, I'm flexing my shoulders, which is what is causing me to gas out so quickly. Now, I don't know if I'm overthinking this too much. I don't know if I'm tripping. If anyone has any suggestions on how to fix that, I'm always open to it, but it's just something that I ran into. Basically, that's the whole gist of everything I learned during that first sparring. I'm really happy with the outcome. I've only been doing this now a month. I took a 2-month break, and upcoming this Saturday would make a month of consistent striking classes, and I'm happy. I think I learned a lot. I see myself like shadowboxing more. I see myself, practicing my stance whenever I'm at work and I got nothing else to do, so I practice my stance. I definitely got taught the hard way to keep your hands up and keep your chin down. I got my lip busted, not bad, but like a little bit of a scar, but it's nothing that nothing too crazy. My coach was telling me that he recommends 6 months of sparring. And me being hard-headed was just like, man, 6 months, I don't know. What if I waste all that time? What if I don't get good? What if I fall off on it? But that kind of thinking, as to quote the great farmer Hajime, that's what losers think. So we just got right into it, see where I was at, and I can tell you, I know where I need to improve on when it comes to everything. Now, like I said, next video is going to be more about the tactical aspects of it, so be on the lookout for that. And one last thing we're going to talk about, we're going to retire the card chucks for a little bit, because recently they've been starting to hurt my hand, or my hands have been starting to hurt more than usual. And my coach said to drop the ropes for a little bit because they're not properly able to hold my hands, so he recommends that I use my hand wraps box. And I tried doing that today, and I felt much of a difference. It felt like actual padding, which I think also could be the point of the ropes. But at the same time, it's possible I'm not tying them properly. So either one works. Regardless, that's an update on that. But yeah, other than that, that was basically it. Hopefully this helps.